Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday. That's right. Tuesday, May 26, 2020. It is the last full week of May. It's a short week. We all need to finish out May strong and get ourselves back on track coming out of this quarantine. So that's what we're going to talk about this morning. Don't call it a comeback. It is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up. All right, what's happening? What's happening, guys? So, a little bit different this morning. I got a little tip from my man Glenn Lundy, so we're going to mix it up on the intro of how we start this show every day. So, I wanted to just kind of introduce the show, tell you guys what we're going to talk about this morning. Title of the show is "Don't Call It a Comeback," and you'll see why as we talk through these things here this morning. But the reality of everything that's been going on, we're just coming off of a holiday weekend. We've had a lot of shifts and changes in all of our schedules here recently. And so now things are starting to get a little bit more back to normal every single day. You can kind of feel that, right? And so I wanted to talk to you guys this morning about, kind of how to get back in that groove and how to make sure that you're doubling down on everything that you're doing this week, because you've got a lot of different challenges going on this week that are a little bit different. And as we get back into what we will call normal life, you're going to see that some people are going to accelerate into normal life a little bit faster than others. And it's because of what they have done with regard to their discipline and their routine throughout these times where it's been a little bit more difficult for everybody to kind of feel that way. And so, before we jump all the way in here, I want to say good morning to some people. What's happening, Jared, Trisha, Dayton, Justin, Clayton, my man? What's happening, brother? Dina, Eli, Carla, good morning, guys. So, as we go in here, guys, to this week, it is Tuesday, as hopefully all of you realize. Some of you might have woken up this morning and not even realized it was Tuesday, thought it was Monday. But, for those of you who are working your way back into kind of a normal routine here, those who are going to be most successful are going to be the ones that have fought their way through being disciplined during a time when it's super easy to just slide off track and not be in any kind of a routine. And so the most challenging times for discipline are always going to be short weeks, Fridays, Mondays, and holidays. We have a combination of all of that right now this week. And so, but those who have been working on their discipline during, a time like this where everything's just a little bit off, you're going to see those people getting back to normal a little bit faster than everybody else, hitting their stride a little bit faster than the rest of the pack. And so, don't call it a comeback is the title of the show. And I say that because, a lot of people say, oh man, look at that. That person's kind of, just getting right back into it during this time. And it will not be, necessarily a comeback. It's going to be because of the things that they did during this time and during these challenging weeks and challenging days that allow them to kind of get back into it and hit that stride a little bit faster than everybody else. And so I want you guys to think about that as you're going into this week. I want you to double down on creating that discipline, creating your own momentum. And it all starts with today. It all starts with what are you guys going to do today that's going to create that momentum, create that discipline. And I'm going to tell you, it starts with first and foremost, I don't care how busy your morning is. I want you to sit down, write down your goals, plan out your day, and maybe even plan out your week. If you've got enough time and you've got enough kind of foresight of what is coming this week for you, look at what do I need to do. If you didn't do it last night, or Sunday night, then definitely do it this morning before you get started for your week. And you're going to find yourself being a lot more effective, both today and throughout this week, just by being super, super focused and super disciplined. And the more that you set, the reason that you plan things out, guys, is so that it's easier to hold yourself accountable. It's easier to make sure that you're doing those things that you need to be doing, because when the mind doesn't have a plan, the mind will wander to all kinds of different places. And so during these times where you see a lot of stuff going on, you see a lot of people kind of off track and off their routines, creating that discipline, creating that momentum, and having a plan for every single hour of the day is going to be more important than ever for you to be able to maintain that level of rhythm that creates success and creates the things that you want out of this week. Because I'm telling you, short weeks, how many of you have ever been through a short week like this and you get to Friday and you're like, man, I feel like I got nothing done this week. Or, man, I wish I would have gotten a lot more done this week. And it all starts and ends with, what are you going to do as you're going into this week to create that opportunity for success? And I think that so many of us come off of these long holiday weekends and we go into the week and we're thinking, oh man, I got this to do, that to do. And you just kind of ease into the week. And then you wonder why other people are 10 times more productive than you. And it's because, A, those people have been working on their discipline, on creating their momentum, on having a strategy, having a plan. And B, it's just a matter of it's not what they're doing. Well, it's what they have done in the past, not what they're doing right now, that is creating their ability to do that. So if you haven't been working on your discipline and you haven't been working on creating the ability to manufacture your own momentum, start doing it today. And it starts and ends with creating a plan for today, creating a plan for the week, and then working that plan all throughout today. And then you're going to create a lot of momentum just by that one day of creating success that will multiply your results for this week. So that's it for this morning, guys. I hope it was quick and to the point, but I hope it was a great way to start your week, kind of get you off thinking on the right foot. You know, when you see people creating that success, don't call it a comeback. They've been working on it for a long, long time. And most of them have been working on it, fighting through what has been a really awkward time for everybody and creating that success that you're looking for. And you can do it just by starting today. So I'm wishing you guys a great week. Happy Tuesday to everybody. And I will see you again right here, same place, same time on Morning Perspective tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Love you guys.